Guys, I am waiting for some people to come on so we can hang out. So, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you're having a good day. You know, I've been having a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions. I was supposed to be getting ready for Black Friday. I keep, getting phone calls and talking to friends, like, and then what else? I keep getting distracted. So, here I am. Got a snack on an apple. I should start me some tea, because y'all know how I am about tea. Where's my super fans? I'll give you guys a minute. I'm going to start my water for my tea, and I shall return. Is anybody there? Hi. Is anybody there? Hi, everyone. I'm making me some tea. If you want to sit for a while and have some tea with me. And are we like getting ready for Thanksgiving? Or are we doing what Sarah's doing? Procrastinating. Yeah. Getting ready for the holidays. Hi, how are you? So good to see you, Miss M. How are you doing? So, supposed to be getting ready for Black Friday, you guys. I'm sitting in my office in front of my computer. I've been on the computer pretty much all day in between talking to people. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. So, nevertheless, I haven't got much done. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for giving it back to me. If you can, give me some hearts. So the algorithm, whenever I come on, you will crack the code. Crack the code to come to me. Come to me, darling. Come to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just teasing right now. Absolutely teasing. Well, you guys, everyone, are you ready for Thanksgiving? I'm in a beautiful place this year for Thanksgiving. I talked to my immediate family, my closest part of my family, and I basically told them that I would not be traveling for the holidays. Thank you. Thank you so much for the compliments. And so I told my family I will not be, not at all, going home. So I have a lot of peace, you guys. I don't have to pander. I don't have to be in rooms with people that, you know what I mean? You know, it's interesting. Hi, everybody. I appreciate you coming on. I am going live more often because I am now, doing content very much. Okay. Okay. I'm very much trying to do this full time. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for, spending a few minutes with me because, we never know what's going to happen in Sarah's world. As any of you guys that have been with me for a while, there's been this evolution. And of my channel, and I was an angry black woman when I first started. Yes, I have to be honest with that. I was an angry black woman, and I'm not so angry now because once you do some healing. Thank you. Somebody asked about my hair. My name is Sarah. I have a website. It's heygorgousyou.com. It is an extension service. I also am on Spotify. You can find me on Gorgeous You TikTok and Sarah Hey Gorgeous on Facebook and Gorgeous Yes on IG. So I'm all on social medias. My LinkedIn is professional, so I don't really give that out. But anywho, I am here now to be able to just really talk about, like, it's just, I was really angry, and now I've done some healing and I got some perspective. And actually, I had a friend of mine that's trying to date, and she's just not having any luck. She's not having any luck out there. No, I'm not angry. Not right now. But you know what? This is the thing. We're real good with masking anger. I didn't realize I was angry also. Like I would have said the same thing. I would have said that, oh no, you're not angry. But I started realizing as I looked at my posts, I could see that I was dealing with some things because, right before I came on a couple of years ago, I was going through several like breakups. I mean several breakups. So they were kind of, you know, thought provoking. Is that the best way to say it? Very thought. Well, you know what? A lot of people don't like my nose rings, but I don't care. I'm a Scorpio in the house. We don't care. We don't care. And nothing can make me angry right now. I don't really care. So, anywho, as I look at my blogs, I was realizing that I probably was a little angry because I was going through a couple of relationships. And you know what? This is the thing. I think the reason I was kind of angry because I am disappointed. I am disappointed that we have come to this place as a human existence that men and women cannot get along. There is a disconnect. My mom used to say, if you can't see anything nice, don't say it at all. And it's so interesting because my daughter repeated it to me today. She says, you remember, she said she told a friend that her mom told her, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say it at all. My mom used to say it, now my girls say it. And what's so interesting, I just was a little bit irritated with how people play each other and how they play these games because they fear authenticity, they feel being real, they fear looking a person in the eye and just being straight up, just be honest, just be honest. I just recently had to tell a person, you have a choice. I can walk away and be silent, or I can not be silent and just tell you the truth. But I feel if I tell you the truth, you wouldn't be able to handle it anyway. So sometimes people are just not ready for the truth. So I think we live in a society that people just rather not say anything. That's where you get ghosting and you get all this, shenanigans that's going on because you got so many people just critical. And a lot of times they have no face because authentic people, if they have something to say to you, they don't hide behind a meme. They really don't. And so sometimes you have to allow people to be in their space, where their headspace is, and let them do them, because after all, we are all about expression. And whatever you desire to read. Hi, Mr. B. Love talking to you. Thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the positive to counsel the negative. I really appreciate that. So I think like we are learning to be more patient with human beings because we all were born imperfect. And when we give people grace, we're able to, make life a little better for all of us. So it doesn't matter what people say and how they feel. They have a right to feel how they feel. They have a right to express how they express. Now, how I respond to it, I have a right to how I respond. And I choose not to respond. I truly choose not to respond. It's not necessary. But what I came on today for, and it's actually night, I am working on my work, my computer, and I was just sitting here and I was just like, why can't I get anything done? I just simply can't get anything done. And so I thought I would come and talk with you guys, and I'm making some tea. If you have any questions, let me know. A lot of your messages, if they're not kind, my moderator will probably pull you off, okay? I don't really care, but my moderator probably will care. But I don't care. This is, you can be free if you want. If you need it. It makes no resonance to me. But I thought I would come on because so interesting. We got that Atlas coming in, and I don't know if you guys have been watching the stories. Have any of you guys been watching the stories? How interesting the 3D Atlas is. And everybody thinks they know, and then they realize they really don't know. Do you often wonder what it's doing? Do you often wonder what the why? Do you wonder why, like every time they try to, this is what they do. Every time they try to make it something, they're wrong. And every time they try to say it's just this, they're wrong. I absolutely love that, because scientists, sometimes I think the scientists are the worst, because science has gotten them stuck, that they don't know how to go into the spirit world and understand sometimes things are just supernatural and you can't explain it. That's the thing about supernatural, because supernatural, you can't put it on a magnifying glass and think you're gonna have a code. It don't work like that. if you know what I mean. Thank you. Hi, how are you? So, it's kind of weird that they would try to identify what it is when there's no way you can identify something that's unknown to our rim, our orbit, and then you're trying to look in glass like that, in magnifying glass that are archaic to their civilization. Don't you think that's kind of common sense? But the scientists want to make it some kind of blow out your mind thing. But no, it's when you're dealing with things that are supernatural, different from what you're used to. There's no way that you can predict what it's going to do. Like, not at all. But anywho, I wanted to get on because we've been coming in talking about healing, talking about why do we have triggers, because a lot of times the reason we have a hard time with triggers is because we don't want to heal. And so a lot of times you can tell by how people respond to other people if they have an unhealed trigger within their bodies, because a lot of times when a person is not, how can I say it, they're in denial of their pain, but everybody around them can tell that they're in pain because how they lash out to other human beings, how they come across to other human beings. But in their world, they think they're the only one. They think like they're not being seen. They think like because they may have a meme, or they may have a persona, or they may have, a certain type of clothing, that they're not being seen. But we are vibrational and we are tapped into everyone. And if you just pay attention, you can tap into people's field and kind of identify where they're truly at. And we're seeing more and more of that now as we go through this shift. We're seeing more and more people like literally show their faces, show their truth. Some of their truth is beautiful. Some of their truth is just, what can I say? They're lost. They're mentally ill. Some are mentally ill. Some of them are hurting inside, that they don't know how to communicate with the world. But one of my segments that I put in here, let me go into my notes. So the last time I was talking is like, we are having all these solar storms. Not only are we having solar storms, we're having earthly storms, we're having storms, so like I said, we are a ecosystem. And with our ecosystem, what's happening is people are reactive. And a lot of times these are people that are just of no time to really inner reflect and try to understand what is really going on in their personal life. And so what happens is, in this solar flares, you're seeing that on some occasions you're literally seeing people react to what is happening in the hemisphere. Hi, thank you for coming in. How are you doing? And so we are feeling all that energy, which is making us reactive or critical. Uh, Actually, really, right now we're getting ready to go into, if I'm not mistaken, we're going into Sag, and Sag is a very fiery, honest type of energy, and people can't help but to blurt out how they feel. They can't help but to blow out what um, they're feeling. No, I'm not really. You probably are better with astronomy than I am. I'm not. I'm just an intuitive, and I do a lot of studying. And right now, I'm doing podcasts on feelings, your healing. How do you heal? How do you deal with trauma? I do know something, a little bit about astrology, but I'm not a genius, not at all. And I do readings every once in a while, but I don't read everyone. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. You like painting names? So, you're an artist. Why don't you ever go, you should go live. I'm just saying. You should You should go live and paint people's names. That seems like an interesting gig. That's very creative, you know. You don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. It's easier now to go on social media. Some people are really shy. I was shy. I was shy. I'm not now. I'm not like I used to. Hi, how are you doing? I'm calling you guys by your initial because it's colored, it's bigger, I can see it. I need, I don't know why I don't use my reading glasses, but oh well. But you should use that gift and do something with that, you know. But you know what, I want to ask a question. I have this friend, and she's trying to date, but she's like dating just anybody that comes into our work field. I want to understand that. I don't understand that. I really believe that we need to be selective, and I think we need to be selective in who we give our energy to, because not everybody's energy is created equal. And sometimes people's energy is like, I don't like everybody's energy. So I think when you're meeting someone, I don't care if it's a friendship, I don't care if it's a lover or anything. I think you have to be selective. You got to make sure that they resonate with you, because if they don't resonate you, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems. I will guarantee it will be problems, because they're not on the same track that you are. And that don't mean anything. They just not resonating with you. And the ones that are not resonating with you, you end up fighting, you end up not getting along, you end up breaking up actually eventually. So, why waste your time like that? Just be open to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be open to everybody? I wouldn't want to be open to everybody. That's like letting all that energy be in your auric field. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. That's beautiful of you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. And thank you for, um, just supporting me. I didn't even know I was going to come on tonight. I was actually on my computer, which is right here, trying to get ready for Black Friday. Again, you guys, in my bio, I have my merch. So if you want to support, my channel. I have my merch there, my Cash App, and I just recently put my Cash App because somebody, I was blogging and somebody wanted to know what my Cash App was, so I put it up there. So it's up there, free for anyone to support my channel because y'all, I quit my job. I quit my job. No, I didn't really quit my job. I got the salon I worked at closed. So I felt that was the universe telling me, I've been trying to get you to do this, and so I'm going to help you. So the universe helped me to start coming on full time and showing my face with you guys. And so I am glad that he intervened for me and he began to bless my life so I could come on and spend time with my family. And, you know, talk about, okay, thank you again. Every time people mention my hair on this blog or anytime I go live, I tell you a little bit about my business. Hey Gorgeous You was started in 2006. I actually had a salon and it was Hey Gorgeous. And then in 2016, I was in Europe and I got a aha moment to go online. And so I went online and that online e-commerce is Hey Gorgeous You. So you can find that at www.heygorgousyou.com. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of things. I just wrote a book, and so I'm not finished with the book, but I'm in the process of writing. And there's a lot of things going on. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have been able to do this because your support has been amazing for me. Amazing for me. Yes, R. Hi, hey, how are you? So, yes, I do sell hair, and I sell organic hair. My sources are very clean. There's no dyes on the hair. Now, this, I dyed it myself. You can dye the hair if you like, any color. What I suggest, if you want to do it blonde, do it in a process. It protects the integrity of the hair. And I'm doing a Black Friday sale. So look on the website to see what's going on. And also I have merch in the top of, I'm an ambassador for Amazon. And so please do come on and check out the things like what I use for my hair care, etc. And thank you so much. Really. I'm trying to read y'all posts, but like I said, I don't have my glasses, and some of y'all not making sense. So I'm just not really paying attention. But oh yeah, yeah. Because when I do color, I only do a little bit because blonde is high maintenance. It's very high maintenance. So you will always see me with just a little bit, you know. I used to wear my hair red. I used to be a redhead, and it was too high maintenance. I can't do it. It's too high maintenance. I need something low maintenance because I'm really busy, and I have all my social medias, and then I have online stores that are incorporated with other online stores. So it can be overwhelming sometimes. So that's why I can't be having color in my hair. And also I coach. So I don't have time. I just don't have time to be doing all that. But I can make anybody a fabulous blonde if they want to be, you know. So it's interesting how right now, like I said, we're having so many spiritual storms. They are affecting how we move in the world. And some of it, some of us are having a hard time. It just depends on where these certain planets lie in your zodiac. Right now, Scorpios are being hammered. But when I feel that I am being hammered by by the season, what I do is I go in and I start being more creative, because for me, creativity neutralizes the low vibration for me. So I would rather be vibrational vibrationally creative rather to get into low vibrations, because I have to deal a lot with people that don't have manners. So this live is kind of weird like that today. And to be honest with you guys, I would say out of the times that I've gone on, this is very rare. So I don't know who's on live. The energy is real. I don't like the energy. So I may be getting off here because the energy is just not what I'm feeling. And something just came in right now. And because I'm an intuitive, I try to protect my energy. You guys that are interested in my content, tonight was really off because I can feel the energy. What I would like you to do is um, become a subscriber and like my page, so the algorithm will show you when I come on. So I'm going to say good night tonight because this vibe is very low right now. I'm just saying.